Welcome to a guided tour of Dslide. This message is brought to you by Dslide. First, we're going to start at point because that's a new feature. We can now follow the instructions. It says right arrow. We follow this some more, we get instructions. And it says that there's a contents view. I can move around the contents view. Let's go to this thing that says follow along. So evidently, if I call Dslide deck develop, I'm going to get this cool progress highlight that if I change my faces, I get pretty progress highlights. So whenever I run Babel blocks and whenever I progress through the slides, I get highlights. Pen, pineapple, apple pen. We have breadcrumbs. Forwards and backwards breadcrumbs. Flat slide if you want to do everything at once. Every child. So this will do concurrently multiple child actions with simultaneous animations because that's a thing now. We can do pen, pineapple, apple pen. There's a GC pause or the image display. So image display is not that smooth, and that's because when you turn on the image, the inline images, it's just not smooth. So here's a slide that doesn't have a header. So that one has a header, but this one doesn't. So you can configure that per slide. That's the whole point of this package, is to do everything per slide and to do it with lots of programmability. Okay, so I'm going backwards through the blocks, and if you'll notice, when I enter the slide coming backwards, there's two blocks that are highlighted. That's because they both share the end tag. So every block that has that end label is going to execute entering the slide going backwards. So this helps you reuse a little bit of code. So I can do Babel without even having the Babel visible. But there's going to be more ways to do that coming up pretty soon. Someone has opened a feature, and I'm just getting some feedback if their idea is the right way. Okay, and here's an example. There's a block. You can see the block is run. I can't see it because the block is hiding itself. And this is just an example. If you're missing something, just use some Babel because there's a way. So got a little bit of customization advice for a reminder that system crafters and Prot have put together great guides on things like fonts and combining modes, especially org modern, org appear. And also you'll notice I don't have any markup visible in the presentation. That's now built into Dslide. I built in the basic hiding for the affiliated keywords and the property drawers. Custom action demo. So that's gonna run that Babel block, and I'm not sure why it doesn't highlight, but it has definitely run because there's the red paragraphs. That's what this custom action does. It cleans up after itself, it initializes going backwards, and generally just works and continues working. So let's go all the way back to the beginning and do it all again, and it all just continues to work. And anyway, I hope it continues to work for you, and tell me if it doesn't, if you run into an edge case or you need a little bit of extra support, and buy me a hamburger. Enjoy.